Good day. Let me introduce first my name. My name is Valeriano Libang and my co-presenter is Carlo Malabanan, and we are Group 7 and we present you the Chapter 8. Ang una po nating topic ay about sa inventories. Ano ba yung inventories? Ang inventaryo ay ang lahat ng bagay na ginagamit sa isang negosyo sa araw-araw nilang operasyon. Yun din ang gamit nito pagdating sa government. Napaka-importanteng bagay ang pag-aalaga ng inventaryo dahil malaking problema ang pagkakaroon ng kulang sa isang bagay. Sumunod naman po ay yung ating terms and definitions. Ang una po dito yung current replacement cost. Kapag ka po sinabing cost, current replacement cost, ito daw ay yung ibinabayad ng isang entity na isang asset upang mabayaran yung similar na asset. Halimbawa, ang presyo ng binili ay 5,000 pesos. After 5 years, bumababa na ang halaga nito kaya kailangan ng mabayaran yung depreciation ng equal value. Next po natin ay yung fair value. Ang fair value, ito daw naman yung napagkasunduan ng buyer at ng nagbenta base sa kanilang usapan na parehas pa din ang presyo. Halimbawa, ang presyo ng seller ay 5,000 tapos ang buyer ay tumawad ng 4,000 at nagkasundo sila doon. Yun po yung tinatawag na fair value. Sumunod naman po yung inventories are assets. Yung mga raw materials daw ay may tuturing daw yan na assets kasi yan ay ginagamit sa pagpoproseso. Ginagamit para maisagawa yung mga serbisyo. At pwede daw ibenta at madali lang na magagamit kapag kailangan, kaya siya ay may tuturing na assets. Net realizable value. Ito daw ay yung bentahan na kung saan ay ileles yung iba pang gastos sa kabuuang bentahan. Halimbawa, before ka nakabili ng isang sasakyan, meron kayong ibang gastos. Katulad ng mga documents ng sasakyan. Halimbawa din yung isinasama sa kabuuan ng presyo ng isang sasakyan. Sumunod naman ay yung perpetual inventory system. Kalimitan daw, ito ay ginagamitan ng point of sale, terminal, scanners, and software para nakarecord lahat ng transaksyon sa tamang oras. Halimbawa, may isang transaksyon na naganap isang araw, iba't ibang department na nag-transact sa araw na yon. Dahil gumagamit ka ng perpetual inventory system, ito ay nakamonitor at nakarecord, kaya mas mabilis na malalaman ang inventory. Sumunod po ay yung cost of inventory. Ito ay yung kabuuan ng lahat ng nasa inventory, kabilang ang mga tinatawag na receivable, payable, mga gastusin, at etc. Yung mga measurements naman po, yung nabanggit nga po natin sa cost of net realizable value, dapat daw po siya ay lower of cost of net realizable value. Tapos lower of cost of current replacement cost, tapos initial recognition at their fair value less cost. Yung sa cost formulas, yung mga inventories na hindi basta-basta napapalitan, ay dapat maging specific at magkameron ng specific identification sa kanilang presyo. Yung specific identification, dapat ay nakalagay siya per item or per transaction. Kasi pag yan ay pinaghalo-halo, ay mahihirapan matukoy kung alin ang mga nagamit na at nananatili pa na meron. Yung weighted average method, ayan daw po ay ginagamit upang ma-utilize ang paggamit ng data para yung mga hindi importante ay hindi na siya makadagdag. Ginagamit ito para sa mga magkakaugnay na nagiging sanhi para maging mahirap mailagay yung specific cost. Ang halimbawa po sa formula nito ay yung total cost of all units is equal to yung pinakalas na binili over yung unit na available. Recognize an as expense, ito daw ay yung act ng converting an asset into an expense. Kapag ang nasa inventory ay naipalit na, naipamahagi, o naibenta, nagamit na, ito ay maituturing na expenses na. Impairment, permanent reduction in the value of a company assets. Maaaring ito ay fixed assets or intangible.
So this is the section 10, semi-expandable property. Tangible items below the capitalization threshold of 15,000 pesos shall be accounted as semi-expandable property. Accountability over semi-expandable property. ICS shall be issued to end user of semi-expandable property to establish accountability over them. This means that an ICS item control sheet will be given to the person who is going to use semi-expandable property. This sheet helps keep track of the property so that the person using it can be held responsible for it. For example, if someone borrows a tool from a company, they may need to sign an ICS stating that they are responsible for returning the tool in good condition. It's like a receipt or record of ownership that ensures accountability over the item being used. Next is accountability shall be extinguished upon return of the item to the property and supply division or unit or in case of loss upon approval of the relief from property and accountability. When someone has an item that belongs to property and supplied division or unit, they are responsible for it. This is called accountability. However, once the person returns the item to the division or unit, or if the item gets lost and they get approval to be relieved or their responsibility, then their accountability ends. It calls extinguish. Essentially, this means that they are no longer responsible for making sure that particular item stays safe and in good condition. Section 16. Procedures in the requisition and issue of inventory items. Section 17. Records form and reports to be prepared and or maintained. Stock card, supplies ledger card, requisition and issue slip, purchase request, purchase order, report of supplies and materials issued, waste materials report, report on the physical count of inventories, inspection and acceptance report, report of accountability for accountable form, inventory custodian slip.